Hello and welcome to Architects of the West Kingdom, solo mode, in about 3 minutes. Part of our program to promote New Zealand gaming, review copy used. This is the solo only review. Playing time is around 30 to 60 minutes. It's a moderately complex game. It's about 850 AD in the Carolingian Empire of Charlemagne, and you are an aspiring noble looking to make a name for themselves. A town is under construction. It needs buildings, workers, and most importantly, a cathedral to be built. However, you are not the only noble with designs on making a name for themselves. You must battle against this enemy clad in black and become the greatest architect the West Kingdom has ever known. The game ends once all building slots have been used up. In the solo game, that's 12 buildings. You win if you score more points than the AI opponent. Points come from being virtuous, constructing buildings, building the cathedral, and a few other sources. Worker placement. Each turn you will place a worker in a location and gain the associated benefits. Automata. Your opponent is an AI deck of cards. Player turn. A basic turn consists of you taking one action to place a worker, and then turning over an AI card and resolving its effects. The main point of difference between this game and other worker placement games is there is no refresh phase where you take your workers off the board. All workers stay in play until game effects move them. However, you have 20 workers. There are a lot of spaces to place workers, so I won't cover them all. But in general, the more workers you have on one spot, the more powerful the benefits are. For example, if you place one worker on the quarry, you gain 1 ore. But here, where you are placing a third worker to gain wood, you gain 3 wood. Resources are used to build things, like this well. You place a worker in the build slot and pay the resources shown on the card. You then gain the benefits at the bottom of the card, as well as the victory points shown in the top right. You can also build the cathedral, paying the cost shown and gaining VPs and a benefit card, but only one player can build the final step. You gain assistants, who give you bonuses when you use a location, and new building plans at the workshop. Virtue is shown on the tracker on the left of the board. Some actions will increase your virtue, others, like the black market or robbing the tax stand, will decrease it. To remove workers from the board, you go to the town centre and arrest them. Take those workers and place them on your player board. You can then take them to the guardhouse and sell them for silver. The guardhouse is also where you reclaim your own workers back to your board. The AI player acts by turning over a card. Follow the instructions as described. The AI deck also gets more powerful as the game progresses, as cards are added to it from an upgrade deck. Play until the final building slot is complete. Why would you like this game? Architects of the West Kingdom is a fascinating take on the worker placement genre and quite unlike any other game I've played. The constant placement of workers and their movement around the board allows you to settle into a great rhythm with this game, and playing it feels a bit like a sparring match with the AI as you place and then check to see their response. And the AI doesn't stuff about either. It will arrest your workers, build the cathedral, steal the best stuff from the black market, and genuinely acts like an annoying opponent. The game also has a lot of variety within the large selection of different buildings and assistants you can hire. A good example of that variety is these two seemingly identical characters at first glance, who actually give different benefits. The best thing about this game is the innovative worker placement system. No resets means very little downtime and game maintenance. However, with a dozen action spaces, some with multiple actions, there is a lot going on in this game, and that might be a bit overwhelming to some players. Getting your head around a good strategy will take you a couple of plays. It's not that the game is complex mechanically, but all the interactions and the best path to victory is. In some ways, this game could be considered the 4th game in the North Sea trilogy, and I recommend checking out Raiders of the North Sea as well. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon.